fucking years. Good night, everybody. And took off. Now, Joel Segel walking out of your movie is better than Academy Award in my opinion. That is a true validation of my work, where it's just like, fuck, man, Segel left. So it didn't bother me that Joel Segel left. Like, I get it. What I do is not everybody's brand of wins and shit. But the manner in which he left, like, so unprofessional and uncalled for. You know, like, you don't do that. You don't be the asshole that fucking jumps up and pulls everybody out of the movie and shit, acting like Jerry Maguire, like, who's with me? And nobody was with him, you know? He went out and then he brought all the attention to himself and then fucking left. People were in the screening were like, it was like 30 seconds long, you know, where this was going on. To his credit, people who were in that screening were like, I gotta say, it was pretty entertaining. Like, it was the right movie for it to happen during, man. It almost elevated the rest of the movie once it rolled out.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool. But I did take issue with the fact that he fucking left in such a disruptive manner. It's just so fucking unprofessional. Okay. So I was just like, you know, fuck this, man. So then I heard afterwards, like, he talked to the New York Post about it. New York Post, page 6, called him up and shit, and he gave him comments and whatnot. So I was like, oh, fuck this. And I wrote a blog about it. It was a pretty hardcore fucking blog. Pretty, did you read it?
Yeah.
Thank you. It was kind of like, I really did rip the dude a new one. And and then the page 6 quoted pieces of the blog, and then when I was on Opie and Anthony on Wednesday morning out in New York, and they got him on the phone. They were like, you want to talk to Joel Segel? And I was like, yeah, one day. And they're like, no, we'll give his number. I was like, how do you get fucking Joel Segel's number? Like, that's what we do. We're Opie and Anthony. So fucking got his number, and they got Segel on the phone and shit. And we sat there talking to him and whatnot. And he was talking about walking out, and I was going back and forth with him. I said he was unprofessional, and he refused to admit he was unprofessional. He didn't see. He's like, more critics should walk out of movies. And I was like, that's fine, dude. I'd be all for that, because then they couldn't write a bad review. They to review the movie as we walk out. So I'd be happier if people that didn't like what I did fucking walked out and refused to write a review. One less negative review. I said, I don't care that you walked out. It's how you did it. That was just fucking so unprofessional. You have to admit now that you see that as unprofessional. He's like, I disagree. Then he apologized. Then he took back the apology. It was real weird. But the weirdest moment was like him going, he says, you know, if I could talk to Kevin Smith, I would tell him. And then Opie goes, dude, you're talking to Kevin Smith. You've been talking to him for the last 15 minutes. And he was dead silence. He's like, what? And I was like, hey, I told you.